when they record,
What you
when
doing?
it records for 8 seconds. Do you know?
Because it's not recording for longer than
It
eight
says what?
seconds.
Oh,
I'm so confused. Did I hit record or play? What is?
you do that. Hi, and welcome to the Red and the Blue, the show where we talk about politics and current events. I'm your host for today, Levante Morrow, and I'm a Republican. And today's guest is Jalen Carter, and she identifies as a Democrat. Today we're going to be talking about gun control. The United States has 120.5 guns per 100 people, or about 393,347,000 guns, which is the highest total and per capita number in the world. 22% of Americans own one or more guns, 35% of men, and 12% of women. America's gun culture stems in part from the colonial history, revolutionary roots, frontier expansion, and the Second Amendment, which states the right to bear arms. Proponents of more gun control law states that the Second Amendment was extended from the militias. The gun violence would be reduced. The gun restrictions have always existed, and the majority of Americans, including gun owners, support new gun restrictions. Opponents say that the Second Amendment protects an individual's rights to own guns, that guns are needed for self-defense from threats ranging from local criminals to foreign invaders, and that gun ownership deters crime rather than cause more crime. With this background information, let's get into the debate. Okay, Jalen, my first question for you is, what is your stance on guns?
I think that in some aspect they are. I believe they can have them, but not to like the extreme where you're having like 25 military grade guns.
Okay.
You know.
But what's wrong with them having those 25 military grade guns?
I understand that some people need them for protection, or like because people live in rustic places where there are a lot of dangerous animals, so you need a weapon to just protect yourself. Yeah. Or if you're in a dangerous neighborhood, you need to protect yourself. But you do not need a humongous gun to do that. You can use like a handgun or something like that. And I feel like these automatic weapons might be a little bit more dangerous.
Okay.
Like
yeah. What? Just
like they're not used. They're not used for the way that people are like defending them.
Well, okay. So, what is your interpretation of the Second Amendment then?
I think the Second Amendment is that you have the right to protect yourself. It's not like everybody gets to have an AK-47.
Well, I mean, the Second Amendment does say we have the right to bear arms.
Yeah.
And that means that we have the right to have any gun that we want into any capacity, right? There's no limits on there. And just because you use the example of people who want to go shoot animals, but that really isn't a good, I guess, stance on it.
No, I'm saying like the reason that you might need one is to protect yourself from animals, or if you're hunting.
Yeah.
Like that's that kind of.
So you think it's wrong if someone has like 20 guns in their house?
I don't think it's wrong. I just think it's not necessary.
Well, who are you to say that's not necessary for them then, you know?
Because how are you going to hold 20 guns when you're out hunting?
But you're not taking all the guns at once, though.
So then why do you need all of them at once?
Okay, so do you think that the laws on gun regulation should be more stricter?
I think that there should be some restrictions, maybe to protect, like there's been a lot of school shootings and whatnot. And maybe like to keep guns away from like these children, or like to restrict like the automatic weapons that they can get. Yeah. That'll cause more deaths among like the children.
Okay, I agree with you on the point where I feel like they would need mental health screenings, but also putting too many regulations on guns isn't going to do anything, because as you can see how Illinois has a lot of gun regulations, and yet we have the highest crime with guns. So obviously restrictions don't work anyhow, you know.
Yeah, no matter what you do, people are gonna if they want something, they're gonna get it.
Yeah,
and that's the sad truth about it. Mm-hmm. But
okay, would you ever buy a gun?
I don't think I feel the need to, and I'd probably be scared of the gun, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why would you be scared of the gun?
Because it's like so many other things could happen in the process of me freaking out to go and protect myself. Like I could accidentally shoot my foot, or like freak out that my brother's coming in, he's surprising me, and I shoot him or something.
Yeah, but that's
that's my thought process.
That's so weird for like that to happen.
It's not though, because it's happened to a couple of people. There was a case where this police officer just walked into this man's house. She's obviously qualified to have a gun. She's a police officer.
Yes, I understand.
And she shot him. She thinking it was her house.
Yeah.
So
that's a whole other argument versus what we're talking about here.
Yeah. I'm just talking about like being too fast with your gun. That's what I'm just a little bit scared of. Like the possibility of that.
Okay, so don't you think that a little training would help? With that then. So should we mandate that people go to training when they're using their guns?
They should definitely be qualified to use a gun, and they shouldn't just
What do you consider qualified, though?
Qualified as in, like, you're a hunter. You've been to a range at least once. Like, you have to know how to use it, so you're not just, like, willy-nilly. It's not like a toy. It's something that kills people.
Yeah, but that's not what the amendment says, I feel like you just want to add stuff. Like, if you want a gun, you get a gun.
Add stuff to protect the people, yes.
Protect the people. But that's not what the amendment says. We need to follow the amendment. And if the amendment says we have the right to bear arms, like, why are we adding more restrictions and doing all this stuff to guns when it's not really necessary? Like you said, people are going to get guns, and they're going to find a way regardless. So what is our purpose of putting more restrictions on the guns?
I think the framers of the Constitution, I think they were very vague for a reason, so that we can interpret the way that our society is. Mm-hmm. And I believe that in our society that we should have more restrictions, because people just don't know how to stop, I guess.
Do you think that we need more gun-free zones then?
I don't necessarily think we need to. There is a time and a place for that. Uh-huh. Like, if you're walking around, like, I understand some states they allow you to walk around with just your gun, but
conceal it.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think they're needed in like a school or a hospital, because they might cause, if there's like some type of panic, if there's someone in a hospital, for example, if there's someone who's not mentally stable, and they just see you with a gun, they might be able to like get it from away. There's so many possibilities that it's just like we gotta.
But you're thinking about the small things.
That's what this. But it's like we gotta think about those things.
Yeah, how many times in the news have you saw, this mentally ill person ran up to this guy and took his gun? Like, that just doesn't happen.
Okay, well, it's not like impossible though.
I'm not saying I'm not saying that it's not possible, but I'm saying that the time where that could happen, or the chances of happening, is so slim. And I think that we need to get rid of gun-free zones, because if you look at the shootings in Texas and El Paso, Texas at Walmart versus the shooting in Dayton, Ohio, the shooter was taken down in Dayton, Ohio faster because it was a gun zone, which allowed them to get him down faster and allowed him to kill less people, versus in Walmart where it was a gun-free zone and it took them so long to get him down, and he killed so many more people than the Dayton, Ohio shooting,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I feel like that these small margins of things that could happen are exactly that. They're small margins, and I mean, when are they really going to happen?
Okay.
Yeah. All right then. Okay. Well, that's all for today on the Red and Blue. Come back next week where we're going to talk about another interesting topic. My name is Levante Morrow, and thank you to our guest speaker, Jalen Carter. See you guys next week.